Hey everyone, so I'm going to go ahead and do a reading. I'm going to pretty much just look into everybody's, just kind of see what everybody's thinking. Usually I do it on Wednesdays. I do like a midweek reading, kind of take a look into everybody's head and see what everybody is thinking. But I didn't get a chance to do it on Wednesday, so I'm going to go ahead and do it today. So I'm going to pull for Divine Masculine, for Divine Feminine, and for the Karmic. Hello, hello, how are you? What is that, Australia? Oh my goodness. Hello, Australia. Hello, hello. So, as I said, I am going to just pull some cards for everybody, for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and the Karmic, and just kind of see what everybody's thinking. So it is kind of late, so I know a lot of people probably can't come on, and I don't want to do it on inside just because, I don't want to wake everybody up. So I'm outside. I kind of like being outside. It just kind of helps to ground a bit. So anyways, let's go ahead and take a look and see what is going on with everybody. What's everybody thinking? You know, what is everybody in the three-party situation thinking currently? So let's go ahead and pull for Divine Masculine first. Let's pull some cards for him. See what's on his mind. What's he thinking? What's he got going on right now? For Divine Masculine Spirit, for Divine Masculine, what is he currently thinking? What is Divine Masculine currently thinking? Hello, hello, hello. Everybody joining in, hello. Well, these cards definitely correspond with some of the energies we pulled this week. What else, Spirit? What else? What else is Divine Masculine thinking currently? What is Divine Masculine currently thinking? Okay, so let's pull some for Divine Feminine, and let's see what she's thinking. For Divine Feminine, what's Divine Feminine currently thinking? What is Divine Feminine currently thinking? Wow, two aces. Two aces. All right, so let's pull for the Karmic. Now let's see what the karmic is currently thinking. What is the karmic partner currently thinking? What is the karmic partner currently thinking? Karmic partner, spirit, karmic partner. What is the karmic partner currently thinking? Okay. Let's start with divine masculine. So, divine masculine is still, so we have the moon, okay? Oh man, these cards, they always have this glare. So, divine masculine is still, keeping some secrets, okay? Things are still not illuminated. Um, what's not illuminated? Well, we have the Six of Swords, okay? And we seen this, and we seen this in my last reading, okay? He's wanting to move forward. He's wanting to move to calmer waters, okay? Um, the reason why he's wanting to move to calmer waters is because in the karmic situation, it hasn't been good. It hasn't been good for a long time, okay? So he's wanting to move away. And again, we seen this in my very last reading. It was the Six of Swords with the Eight of Cups. He's been wanting to move away, he's wanting to move out of the home. And but yet he's still not expressing this to the karmic, okay, which we have already seen that, okay, we've seen that in the last few readings. He is not telling the karmic this, okay, but in his head, in his heart, he is wanting to move away, okay, he's wanting to move away. Now, we do have the Five of Cups. So this is an indication of sadness. This is an indication of regret, okay? Because at the end of the day, he understands that, he's sad, he's depressed because he's in a situation that he wants to move away from, and, he keeps running through obstacle after obstacle. But at the same time, he's sad because he's wanting to move towards his divine feminine, and because he's coming across these obstacles, it has him sad because at the same time he knows that it hurts divine feminine, that he can't, that he's running into these obstacles. And he also knows that it's for some karmics, it's hurting them as well because he's in that situation. He's not being loving, he's not being caring, he's withdrawn. And because he's withdrawn from the karmic, he knows that the karmic is feeling like something is wrong, okay, like he's not being truthful with her. She knows, okay, she understands, okay. So again, he's wanting to move away, and there is some sadness and regret behind all of this. But we do have the Magician, and I want to say that we had this in the last reading as well. I'm not sure if it was the last reading or the reading before. The Magician, he's just still trying to figure out a way to manifest this moving away, okay? I think listen, I really feel as though he's at the point where he's really tired of breaking everybody's heart. He's tired of breaking his heart. He's tired of breaking Divine Feminine's heart. And he's he's tired of breaking the Karmic's heart as well, okay? So he's really trying to manifest this moving away just so that everybody can find peace, so everyone can be at peace, where there can be a resolution, and even if hearts are going to be broken, yeah, the Magician was in the last one as well, and the Six of Swords, so those are repeating cards. Like I said, it's just trying to find a resolution that's going to be peaceful for everybody. It is going to come with some heartbreak. It is, that's inevitable, but it's something that he really wants to do. It's something that he wants to manifest, okay? So, but also with the Magician, it's knowing and understanding that he's got to make it happen, okay? He's got to make it happen. So that's where his head is at. Let me move these to the side. So for Divine Feminine, we do have the Page of Cups, okay? So the Page of Cups is about a new beginning in love, okay? And look, she's got two aces here as well, okay? So it's very clear that Divine Feminine really wants this new beginning, this start of the relationship between her and Divine, Divine Masculine. She's wanting that beginning, but she understands, because it is a page, she understands that this connection is going to start off brand new, and it's going to start off with baby steps that will lead to bigger and greater things, okay? So she's not oblivious to that. She knows it's going to be the beginning to the beginning, okay? So this is what this is saying. Now, the Page of Cups can also mean, indications for some so listen, some Divine Feminines, if you are actively, and this isn't for all of you, but this can be for somebody out there, okay? Even if it's one person. If you are actively seeing your Divine Masculine and you two are, being intimate, this can also be an indication of pregnancy, okay? Page of Cups can be an indication of pregnancy. So, again, that's not for everybody, but it can be for somebody. If you're intimate with your Divine Masculine, get a check, okay? Because it can indicate pregnancy, okay? But all in all, really what that is saying is that she understands that the connection is going to have to start from the very beginning, brand new, okay? Getting to know each other all over again, and just starting from the very beginning and working your way up, okay? So we do have the Ten of Wands, okay? And of course, this is an indication of burdens. And again, this goes back to this Five of Cups, okay? This goes back to the Five of Cups. Like I said earlier, this is about Divine Masculine, having regret, having sadness, because he understands that it's hurting his Divine Feminine. With the Ten of Wands coming out, talking about burdens, yes, this can be, this situation can be burdensome to her at times, okay? It can. We have the Ace of Swords also coming out. So I feel like this burdens also has to do with clarity and truth. So I feel like Divine Feminine just wants wants Divine Masculine to just be truthful with her, to just let her know what's going on. Because with this Moon card, I really feel like Divine Masculine doesn't come out and so I feel like he's withdrawn, and he may not, he's definitely not telling the Karmic, but there are things that he's not opening up to Divine Feminine as well. And so I feel like that's why this Ace of Swords is coming out, because it's like she just wants clarity and truth. She just wants him to sit down and talk with her and tell her everything that's going on. And even with this burdens card, it can also be an indication of she wants him to lay his burdens down by communicating with her and talking to her, okay? I feel like she wants to help him with his burdens as well. If he can just, if he can just open up and talk to her and tell her, some truths and give her some clarity, okay? And the thing about it is, if he can do that, if he can just sit with her and let her know everything that's going on instead of keeping it to himself, which he's clearly doing because even he's depressed, okay? If he can do that, then it's going to lead to the Ace of Wands, a new beginning, a new passionate beginning, so he needs to lay his burdens down, open up to divine feminine with what's going on, give her some clarity and truth. And again, she knows that it's going to be the start of something, the start of something new, baby steps, brand new, okay? So this is what she's thinking. She just wants him to open up, okay? Just open up, divine masculine. Let her know what's going on. And the thing is that blessings come with that if he can do that, Ace of Wands, that brand new passionate beginning, okay? So he needs to just do that. He needs to just sit down with her and talk to her. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Karmic. So for the Karmic, we have the King of Swords. This is a lot like the Ace of Swords. This is also about clarity and truth, but because it's the King of Swords, this Karmic knows that he has some truths that he's not revealing to her, which we clearly see with the moon. He's not telling her everything, okay? He's not telling the Karmic, he's not telling divine feminine. He's withholding stuff, okay? He's just keeping secrets. And she knows it. She knows it. With this King of Swords coming out, she knows that he has some truths that he's not revealing, okay? And what do these truths have to do with the Queen of Cups, okay? She knows that the truths that need to be revealed have to do with the Queen of Cups, the divine feminine, where his emotions and love is. She's wanting him to open up, okay? She's wanting him to tell her the truth, because the sword is about the sword of truth, right? Justice, truth. And she's wanting him to come clean, okay? She's wanting him to come clean about who it is that he actually has love and feelings for, okay? So we do have the World coming out. So I do feel like she feels like a conclusion is on its way. She feels like a conclusion is on its way, that's going to lead to a new beginning for her life, okay? Most likely, without divine masculine, okay? Because the World is about conclusions and beginnings. So she's wanting him to tell her the truth, and she knows with this truth, if he can be honest with her and tell her where his heart and emotions are, there's going to be some type of conclusion to their connection, okay? And then we do have the King of Wands coming up as well. So we have two kings here. So for some Karmics, not all, very, very, very few, have a King of Wands on the side, okay? Somebody who maybe she's getting passion from because she's not getting it from divine masculine. And that's for very few. For others, this just goes along with she's wanting him to tell her the truth. She's wanting him to take action. She's wanting, at this point, you know, she's wanting him to make some sort of decision and act on it, okay? This is what she's wanting, because I feel like the karmic is at the point where she's even tired of some, not all, but some are just at that point where, like, they know that divine masculine is in the home with them, not communicating with them, not, you know, showing emotions to them, very withdrawn, and it's starting to make her lose all confidence, okay? It's starting to make her feel like a conclusion is near, okay? So I think that she's tired of anticipating the conclusion. Like, she just wants it to happen, okay? She's ready for it to just take some action and speak your truth, okay? And reveal who it is that you really love, okay? Is what I feel like she is. I feel like that's what she's wanting. So, you know, I think some, like I said, are just at that point where they're just they're getting, you know, they're getting impatient as well, okay? With the stagnant actions going on in the home, okay? So let's see. So let's pull some oracles really quick. Let me put this aside. Let's pull some oracles really quick and see if we can't get a little bit more information. All right, Spirit. So in general, for everybody, for all three parties, what can you tell me? For all three parties, what information can you give me at this time? In regards to what we've seen so far, what else can you add to this? I'm telling you, some of these karmics do have somebody on the side. I don't feel good about that. Those just kind of fell. I don't really feel like those were... What else, Spirit? What else? What else, Spirit? What else? What else can you tell me? So I'm getting some messages from I'm getting some messages for the karmic, and then I'm getting some messages for the twins, okay? right, so the first three cards I really feel are more for the karmic, okay? So number one, um, so we have imagination, and I do apologize, it is dark, but there's two people here, and they're embraced with each other, and they're naked, okay? And we do have muscular coming out, okay? We have muscular coming out, and we have hurt coming out. So I do feel, because we had two kings come out for the karmic, I feel as though, because some karmics right now are hurt, because divine masculine is not giving them attention, not giving them love, is not present in the connection at all. They're very, very withdrawn. So the karmic is hurt. And so because of that, I feel like there's another person. I feel like there's another person for some of these karmics. There's somebody on the side, somebody who somebody muscular, okay? Somebody muscular, and somebody who can fulfill their imaginations, you know? I feel there's not really a lot of intimacy between the karmic and divine masculine right now. So even if there's not really intimacy going on with the karmic and this other person, okay, this other person, it's well in their imagination, okay, because again, you can't see in this picture, but it is two people naked and they are embraced in each other, okay? So I feel like it's well in their imagination to eventually get to that point where it'll go to the next level, but it's out of being hurt, it's out of lack of passion and lack of intimacy with divine masculine that I feel like they're doing this, okay? So then we have the dance of love, okay? So clearly this is about the twins. We have the dance of love, we have spirit signs. So some of you are getting signs, this is a feather in this picture. So some of you may be finding feathers on the ground. We're just seeing signs, spiritual signs in general. That's really making you feel like your connection is starting to align the way that it's supposed to, okay? So we do have intimacy coming out, all right? So I feel like part of the reason why divine masculine is not intimate with the karmic is because he's wanting to be intimate with, the dance of love, with his divine feminine. That's who he wants intimacy with. So and so again, I feel like that's the reason why the karmic now is like possibly going on dating sites, things like Tinder, and just trying to find companionship to compensate for what she's lacking with divine masculine, okay? Because he's wanting intimacy with his divine feminine. He's not wanting intimacy with her, okay? Because right now it's all about, the dance of love between divine masculine and divine feminine. We have blooming. So the connection, like I said, the connection between divine masculine and divine feminine, it's blooming. It's starting to align, okay? And when it starts to align, it starts to bloom, okay? So, and we have spirit guides. So we have spirit signs, and now we have spirit guides. So some of you are getting signs, like I said, through, seeing feathers or just little gifts, throughout your day. Maybe seeing birds like cardinals. Cardinals are usually a sign of spirit. Maybe you're seeing cardinals, or maybe a dove where you wouldn't usually see a dove. You're getting these spiritual signs that are letting you know that your connection is starting to align, and it is, because we have blooming. Okay, butterflies. You could even be seeing butterflies. Okay, you could even be seeing butterflies. This is your spirit guides letting you know that you are starting to align. You're starting to align. And then we have stargazing. Okay, so I feel like I feel like both you and so I feel like both divine masculine and divine feminine are stargazing, as in, wishing, looking at the stars and just maybe kind of making a wish, and, you know, just, you know, talking to the divine, and asking for help. And I feel like they're hearing you, okay, because spirit guides is clearly coming out. And also, do be aware that you may start to see signs. Okay, they're going to start. If you haven't been seeing signs, then start paying attention. Okay, because I feel like with this spirit guides coming out and this spirit signs, you're going to start seeing signs. You're going to start seeing them more frequently. And again, that's all about your connection starting to align. Okay, so let's see. I do want to confirm these. I want to confirm these cards for the karmic. Let's pull some confirmations for these cards for the karmic. Spirit, confirm these cards that I feel are for the karmic. Give me one for imagination. Give me one for imagination. Give me one for muscular. And give me one for hurt. All right, so we do have regret coming out. That's not a good sign, because it's confirming this muscular. So, and clearly you can see the person, they look like they do regret. So, it is very possible that some of them, while some of them have just, had it in their mind as an imagination, some of them have acted. Okay, because we do have regret coming out for this muscular. Okay, this muscular man. Okay, and again, this is, we had the king of wands come out. Okay, this is about passion. Okay, this is about heat. This is about passion. Some of them have acted. Some of them have acted. Imagination. So we have imagination coming out, and I mean, we do have unawakened. Okay, so I mean, I feel like this unawakened, with this imagination is just, I feel like it's saying that in terms of the karmic partner and divine masculine, the karmic feels as though divine masculine is not awakened to the fact that he's hurting her. Okay? She feels like he doesn't care. She feels like he's not seeing it, okay? So I feel like that's why unawakened is coming out, because she feels like he's not seeing it. He's not seeing what's going on, okay? And he's not seeing that, that it's hurting her. And let me be clear, that's for some karmics, not all of them, okay? Because some karmics absolutely do not care, okay? They have no empathy whatsoever. They have no conscience whatsoever, okay? This particular karmic I'm channeling is one of those who, you know, who does feel hurt that, divine masculine is not, giving her attention, and he's not even trying to be aware of it, which is why we have unawakened. He's not even trying to be aware of it, okay? He's just like pushed her to the side, and he's not putting in any effort, any emotions, nothing. And I feel like maybe she's tried to get his attention, but he's not seeing it, which is why we have unawakened. He's not trying to even, he's not even trying to pay attention to it, okay? So we do have patience coming out for hurt, though, okay? And I feel like this patience goes back to this King of Swords, where she wants him to be truthful about where his emotions lie, okay? Where his emotions are. And I feel like the reason why she hasn't yet walked away is because she's still just waiting for some truth. She's still just trying to be patient, trying to see if this situation will turn around. And so I feel like that's what the patience is about. This particular karmic that I'm channeling, it is hurt, okay? But they're finding, they're finding companionship elsewhere. They're finding compassion elsewhere, a lot of them. But at the same time, some of them are regretful because they've acted on it. They've acted on that passion, on that King of Wands energy. And but they're still trying to remain patient, even though they're hurt, and they're trying to see if things are going to turn around. The thing is I don't see it turning around for the karmic, because I just see that the connection between divine masculine and divine feminine is starting to bloom, because they're starting to align. And I also want to be clear about that. I want to be clear about this. That's for, a group of divine masculines and divine feminines. For whatever reason, here recently, I have been channeling a group that is very near alignment. And I understand that not everybody is on that level yet, because we all go through stages, right? And some groups are still a little bit behind, okay? So I don't want to give everybody false hope. It's just that for whatever reason, I have just been channeling a group of twins that are starting to align, okay? My hope and my wish is that it is for everybody, but we know that that's not reality. There are still some groups that are behind. But Spirit is just wanting to channel this particular group that is coming into alignment, that is getting close to some type of union, okay? So, all I can do is just relate the messages for the group that Spirit gives me at this particular time. And because I'm having repeated cards from previous reads, I know that I'm still channeling that same group, okay? I know that I'm still channeling that same group. So, there's a group out there that is very, very close to aligning, very close to some type of union, okay? So, we just have to, you know, everybody just has to be patient and wait it out and see what happens. So, because I know I'll get comments sometimes that'll say something along the lines as, well, I've been hearing that a lot and I'm still not seeing the results of that. But the thing is that it just could be that your group is still a little bit behind compared to this group I've been channeling, so that's the thing. So let me pull some romance angels for divine masculine and divine feminine. Spirit for divine masculine and divine feminine. What romance angels do you have for me? It's safe for you to love. It says, open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. So open yourself up to love. Open. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. I don't know who gave me the super chat, but if you want, I can pull a couple of cards for you and answer a question for you. Let's see, Alexandria, if anybody gives a super chat, I can pull a card for you and see if I can answer a question for you. I appreciate that so much. So it is safe to love and playfulness. So we have playfulness and we have it's safe to love. So that really goes with the intimacy that we've seen already. Okay. um, the dance of love, I feel like, some of you probably who are seeing each other, maybe you guys are going out dancing, having that playfulness, okay? And Spirit is just saying it's safe to love. Things are starting to bloom. Things are starting to align, you know? So playfulness, it's safe to love. Let's pull one more. After this, I'll write the names down for the ones who gave super chats, and I'll pull some cards for you. One more card, Spirit. One more card. One more card. For divine masculine and divine feminine. Romantic feelings. So it's safe to love playfulness and romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. It's safe to love playfulness. Um, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. So, this is what we've already been seeing. Divine masculine is having romantic feelings for his divine feminine, and the karmic does know. Okay, she's just wanting him to come out with the truth of it. Okay, he's trying to manifest a way to make it all come together. Okay, but like I said, some of you guys are going out on dates, maybe going dancing. You both could probably even, be sitting under the stars. Maybe, just meet up and, sit outside, look at the stars, talk. I just feel like, and some of you are just straight up having intimacy, which I already said with this Page of Cups, do be careful of that, because some of you could get pregnant, okay? So definitely, definitely keep your keep your knowledge to that, in the back of your mind. So there's intimacy, playfulness, romantic feelings. It's safe to love. So this group, you guys are blooming. You guys are making it happen. All right. It's starting to come together. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. This karmic has got somebody. Some of them have somebody on the side. Some of them have somebody on the side. So let's see. Let me go through these super chats, and I'll answer some questions for you guys who Alexandria. Let's see who else here. Nadine. Aw, thank you, Nadine. That's so sweet. So Nadine in Alexandria, give me give me your questions and I'll pull some cards for you. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you, Alexandria. Thank you so, so much. So, Alexandria and Nadine, do you have a question? I'll answer a question for you. Oh, okay. Is your divine masculine is still being a little shady? Okay. Well, Nadine, well, let's see if he is. Let's see if he's still, you know, let's see if he's still being a little shady. Alexandria, think of a question, and if not, I'll just, pull something and see what comes out for you. So for Nadine Perez Spirit, is her divine masculine, does he have ulterior motives? Is he still being a bit shady? What can you tell me about Nadine Perez's divine masculine? Nadine Perez and her divine masculine. What can you tell me about her divine masculine? Nadine Perez. Nadine Perez's divine masculine. What can you tell me, Spirit? What can you tell me? He is juggling. Alright, he is juggling something. Let's see. What is he juggling, Spirit? What is he juggling? Ah, 2-2. Yeah, he's juggling and trying to make a decision between you and someone else. This is about decisions and choices. This is about juggling. So yeah, so a part of him does want you. You're obviously a choice for him. But he's going back and forth. He's going back and forth about it. Why is he going back and forth? Why is he going back and forth? Why is he going back and forth? So we have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords is somebody who is very spontaneous, who's very hasty. He acts. He acts and doesn't really think about his decisions. He's just so, because look, I mean, look how fast he comes in with this sword. So this has to do with this has to do with the fact that he'll come to you very quickly, okay? He'll come to you very quickly, and he doesn't take the time to think about what it's going to do, to you, how it's going to affect your feelings, how it's going to affect your emotions, your actions. When he comes in, he comes in fast. He's ready to charge. But then once he does it, after he does it, he realizes that he made a fast, hasty decision. But now what do you do? Now what do you do? Because at the end of the day, a choice is going to have to be made. A decision is going to have to be made. And so this is part of his struggle, is when he wants to come towards you, he wants to come fast, and he doesn't think about the repercussions, like I said, how it's going to make you feel, and how it's going to make you act until afterwards. Then afterwards, he's like, okay, I need to make a decision. I'm juggling between two different people. Maybe I shouldn't have came in so fast. Maybe I should have thought about it clearly, okay? But I feel like, he maybe misses you at times, and his energy just gets the best of him, and he just rushes in. Okay, so, and then it's the aftermath. It's the aftermath that gets him juggling and thinking about, well, shoot, I came towards her, so now I have to make a decision. And then he struggles with that. Because he knows he cannot make a decision that fast, okay? He can come forward fast, but he can't make a decision fast, okay? So he needs to think a little bit. He needs to have a plan. When he reaches out to you, he kind of needs to he needs to think it through, okay? Is what, I'm feeling he should do. So, yeah, so what you're feeling, that shadiness, it does have to do with the fact that he's still struggling, he's still juggling with trying to make a decision between you and, you know, a karmic. I mean, if you're on my channel, there's a karmic, okay? I'm a three-party reader, so clearly, you know, most of you have a karmic. So it's juggling and making that choice between you and a karmic, you know. So you're correct in feeling like something is off. You blocked him for the third time. Oh, you feel ready to move on. You know, sometimes when you surrender your connection, it actually helps the connection. It does. It actually helps the connection a lot, you know. So, and surrendering doesn't mean giving up the connection. It just means that, you know, you put it in the hands of God, in the hands of Source, in the hands of the divine, and you say, I leave it up to you. I leave it up to you. If 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 this is meant to be, I know and I trust that you will bring this back to me. And because you put your trust and your faith into the divine then rewards you for that, for trusting them. So sometimes that is one of the best things that you can do for your connection. You know, I know, you know, a lot of readers may not. You have a few who will say, you know, who will say that, who will give you guidance on that. But then other ones they won't. You know, they don't tell you that. And I can tell you from experience, it blessings come from it. I can tell you from experience, blessings come from that. So, you know, sometimes that's the best option. You know, don't we all? We all just want them to speak the truth. And clearly they're not. With the moon coming up, as we seen earlier. Oh, I think I already put them up. With the moon coming out earlier, I mean, it's a clear indication that they're not wanting to speak the truth to either party. And that's that's the biggest problem with divine masculines, is that they need to just be honest and the tell both parties how they feel, so that they can get out of this situation. Let's see, Alexandria. Also, we both have been suffering from addiction, but most of this year it has been, oh, you've been sober. I know, but I'm still battling this addiction, and I know that's messing with my connection with my twin. Addictions are hard. Hey, I've been there. I've been there. I mean, you know, I've never been a drinker. I don't have I never acquired a taste for liquor or beer. So I've never been a drinker. I've never smoked weed. Um, so it was easy for me to take prescription pills. And, you know, that was part of the reason why me and my divine masculine ended up in separation, because, um, you know, my husband he was a womanizer, you know, he was a womanizer. I mean, I'm not going to deny that. And because I dealt with his womanizing for so long, I found an escape in medicating myself. And when I started medicating myself, well, you know, it really hindered our marriage. And eventually he got tired of it and he split, you know. But the karmic had been in our life for 2 years. You know, she was in our life for 2 years. causing havoc in our marriage. And so when he finally up and left, because he couldn't handle my, my addiction or whatever, she was there to pick up his pieces. And, so I know I've been there. It was hard, it was hard. But here's the thing: once he was actually gone out of my life, I was able to sober up because I was no longer thinking about whether or not he was doing this or that behind my back. I mean, he clearly went off to another relationship, and so I knew it, and I was at peace with it. So, it wasn't that the unknown, are they still talking? Are they seeing each other behind my back? All of that got to me, and, so, but, back then, I wasn't into all this spiritualness, that I'm into now. And this is kind of what saved my life. This is what helped me to evolve and to, sober up and, say that is not worth it. Those things are not, it's not worth it, because I lost, I lost my marriage because of it, but, he had his part in that, because if he had not been womanizing, I never would have turned to something to try to escape from the hurt of it, but, we also have to take responsibility for our own choices. And so, even though he had his part to play in that, I still had a choice to say, no, I'm not going to take it, or yes, I am going to take it, and, obviously back then I was just weaker, so, thank God, thank, Spirit, that I was able to find something to ground me and to put my energy into something, more fulfilling. And I'm very proud of myself for that. So we all, we all do kind of go through these things. "24 years old, wow." Okay. All right, so let's see. Let's take a look, and let's see what energies. Let's see what energies are. Let's see what energies show up for your connection. So for Alexandria and her twin flame connection, what energies do you have, Spirit? What energies do you have? If anybody would like, for me to pull a card for you, I mean, if you want to, just give $2 or, just whatever. Whatever donation feels right for you. I'll pull some cards for you. Alexandria. What energies are currently in her twin flame connection? That's odd. So number one, we do have the Empress, but then we have the Ten of Swords. So the Empress, I know, is you. Okay? Number one, you're the divine feminine. But at the same time, this is about This is about abundance and fertility. This is about you, like you said, wanting to be abundant. You already said it, about being abundant in life, right? Um, you know what? Okay, I see what it is. It's putting an end to those bad habits. It's putting an end to the addictions that you've struggled with. So it looks like you are going to put a debt to that, and you're going to be abundant for it. And let's see, let's pull a couple more. So look, we have the Eight of Wands. This is, I mean, this is action. You are definitely going to be putting in some action. That action being, you're going to put an end to these addictions, and you're going to be abundant, and it's actually going to be good for your connection. Like, once you are able to put an end to those bad habits, you're going to be abundant, fruitful, and you're going to start to see, action. You're going to start to see action, communication, because this is about communication and action, right? So you're going to start to see better things come from it, okay? So we do have the Queen of Swords here with the Two of Wands. So I feel like you too are wanting some kind of truth. You too are wanting some kind of truth that has to do with the decision and a choice. Okay? Clearly this has to do with your divine masculine. So I feel like you're wanting him to give you some truth about his choices, too. So I take it you also have a karmic involved. If you don't have a karmic involved, you may suspect that he does, and that's what you're wanting him to be truthful about, and you're wanting him to make a choice and a decision. Oh, you're welcome, Nadine. You're so welcome. But, Alexandria, the good thing is, I love this Empress coming out, because, again, I feel like you're going to come into your full power. And by coming into your full power, you're going to be able to put an end to into those addictions. And I feel like it's going to be good for your connection. The only thing that's, the only thing that's a bit hindering is you're wanting to know this truth and wanting him to make a decision. Five years is a lot of time and energy just to give up like he's given up. I still want to fight for the connection. I know he's my true love. I look here. So Alexandria, are you guys in communication? Are you guys in communication? Or is you and your divine masculine in communication? No. Well, this is an indication that some kind of communication will come in. I mean, it may take a little bit, but this is an indication that communication will come in. So how long has it been? He goes, so how long has it been since you talked to him? I want to see what's in his heart space. What's in Nadine, Alexandria? Alexandria. What's in the heart space of her DM? What's in the heart space? Heart space of her DM. And tell me how long it's been since you spoke to him. Jordan. Oh, okay, Jordan. How long has it been since you last spoke to him? Over a week. Oh, that's not that's not bad. A week. Okay, so what's in Jordan's heart space? What's in Jordan's heart space when it comes to Alexandria? What's in his heart space? Look at that. 10 of Cups. Oops, my battery's about to die, so I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this off in a bit. 10 of Cups, girl. 10 of Cups. He does love you. He does love you. The thing is that he's got to make a choice. He's got to make a choice between you and a karmic, obviously. But there'll be some more communication. There'll be some more communication. And as you start to do better and let go of these addictions, it's going to be better for the connection as well. So I'm seeing, you know, you're wanting him to talk to you and give you some truths. You're wanting him to make some kind of decision. But what I can tell you is that 10 of Cups, he does love you. Sometimes he goes week or longer. I figured there was another person in this. See, that's the reason why Queen of Swords is coming out. That's the reason. See, you already feel it. And that's why you're wanting the truth. That's the reason why you're wanting the truth. And this is indicating that, yeah, there's two choices. Now, that's not to say he don't love you, because he does in his heart space. That's 10 of Cups. But, it could just be that, he's afraid of the connection with you because, if he had some addictions and if you both had some addictions, it could just be his fears, that, it could just be his fears, like, especially if he's trying to get sober, maybe he feels like if he's with you, it could maybe, hurt his sobriety if he's trying to get sober, So he may just need some reassurance that you both can do this, you both can do it, and it'll be better for your connection. But anyways, that's going to be it, because my battery just came on and said and my phone is dying. So anyways, thank you all for joining me tonight. Again, I know it's late, so not a lot of people could come on, but I do, I wish I had more time to do more live readings, but I'm gonna try to get in, more live readings, So anyways, everybody, I hope that you all have a good night. I love you all. I wish all of you, unions and alignments, and, you know, wishing everybody, the best for your connection. So I love you all, and we'll talk to you all again soon. Bye-bye.